Hey guys, welcome to the post-draft power rankings. Wow!
I'm using that as our intro. Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Rose, and I'm joined here by Destin Slade. You really need to shorten your name; it's really long and annoying. But
Welcome to the power rankings.
like you said,
Ah!
we're here with post draft power rankings for the main league in the PWC.
Ah!
You are annoying as shit already.
I try. But yeah, we're here rank. We're gonna rank all the teams from main league. Not gonna count like previous like records, like, play experience, how good we think they are. Because if
Yeah,
we're gonna
this
find out who's gonna win, I'd be number one every time.
shut up. This
Oh
is this
no!
is
Oh
straight
no!
off of the teams or the mons each team drafted. So pretty much gives me nothing. Because when it comes to Pokemon, it doesn't matter how good your team is. If you play like shit, your team is shit. That's just fact. But yeah, we kind of just do this for YOLO and fun. So none of this matters. None of it.
So yeah, I was putting the power rankings. Fun fact, before we started, I put the power rankings on the doc, and someone switched his name from being from five. I put my name as five, as you said, and he switched it. Also, side note, I didn't rank myself because I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I just like
yeah. Destin's not going to rank himself at all really this year. That's going to be done by me because it's kind of a douchey thing to do, to be
yeah.
honest.
We'll just go back and forth between your. We'll just like tell teams, and we'll go back and forth and like say, wow, this team has this power, but this team has this. But without further ado, we'll unveil the power rankings. I hope he has it on the screen when I say this.
I will
And
edit.
as
I
you,
will do all the editing. I'm fine.
okay, but as you see, as number 12, we have the San Diego Sneasels Storm. The thing about his team, when you look at it, I'm not sure if I'm assuming you're gonna put the teams on screen, but his team has no hazard removal besides a Crobat, and on
Which
his
takes
team,
25% just from switching in.
so when your default or takes 25%, that's automatically a no-no. And he has
Especially
two
if that's
fire
your
types,
only form of removal.
and you notice he has an Entei and a Typhlosion. So Entei, Typhlosion, Swellow, Crobat, they're all weak to rocks, and he doesn't really have any. I think maybe Absol will be a taunter, but Absol, I don't think you're gonna send that in to taunt someone rocker.
Yeah, no, it'll just it's so frail. I mean, just for future reference, by the way, if you're ever doing a draft league, don't take Entei. Don't do it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you
It
hate
gets
Entei,
it gets walled by every single water type ever known to man. It's
and it's
bad.
also and it's kind of easy workaround. It gets banded. I mean, he does have some potential if he drops some things on here. He
Yeah,
has a couple
just
quad weaknesses. He
let's
has
say
speaking from just my team's perspective, I see like grass types with HP fire doing some heavy work to him.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's just his team does share a couple common weaknesses. Combine that with rocks, and my phone went off. That was not a fart. Um, between the rock weaknesses, the common weaknesses. For me, the way I looked at it too, he doesn't have any straight like powerhouse offensive mods. He has Manaphy and Manga Genghis comp. Everything else is kind of easily worked around, in my opinion.
I am looking forward to Mega Kangaskhan, and like his team, we might put it 12, but I mean I still see some potential
Yeah, no,
because like
yeah, all these teams have potential. Like I said, if Mega, because this is the first time we are allowing Mega Con, so this thing could just come in and wreck lives. We fully don't know yet. It's
as long as he doesn't bring S Toss, which I still think is going to happen. But besides that,
he
like
okay. First of all, S Toss is banned. He will bring it
yeah,
at least once, completely
it's
by
banned.
accident, but at least one
Storm,
time he will bring that.
Storm, it's banned. But like Manaphy's
It's
really nice. I kind of feel bad putting him 12 on my. Oh, also, I don't think we explained this, but we're gonna explain now. Me and Joel both made our list individually, and we
mhm.
averaged them. I actually had Storm third. I had him as I think 10th. I think 10th or
You
11th.
had Storm at number third, no 10. You had him at 10.
Yeah, so I mean, I had
I
him.
had him at 12.
Yeah, I had him at 10. So because I do think Manaphy is worth a couple spots because Manaphy is really good. Cresselia is pretty good.
I agree with both of the fact that Manaphy and Cresselia are good. I like both of those mons. Not
But
biased or anything because they're both on my team. But as you
yeah,
were.
his only dark. Look at his team. Just notice this. His only dark resist is Absol, and I don't think Absol counts as resist to anything to be honest, because the thing's so frail.
What is it? What's
It's
his defenses? I don't even know.
um, that's good prep.
60.
I'm gonna put.
They're 60.
He makes Salazzle look bulky. I like
Like,
talking about my own team.
at least Salazzle has Spadef. Like, it's base 60 both ways. And base 65 HP. So that's not taking any hits ever.
As I was saying, his team. He has two main walls. Like his team's pretty unfat. His main two walls are Actually, no, he has three. He has pretty good walls.
I was gonna say, yeah, he has good defense. Like his defensive mons are good defensively. He's just gonna have to try to Volt turn around into his main threats to take things out. Honestly, like I said,
I think I think
it's
in
a lot
conclusion for
of
his team,
utility mons that he has on his team.
I think in conclusion, the main problems I had with his team was the Entei and the Typhlosion being on this team, and
Hmm.
the just overall like no hazard removal.
Yeah,
So if someone hazard stats him, he's screwed. And another thing is Ferrothorn, its main jobs, rocks, spikes, it can seed and stuff, and with Defog being his only hazard
yeah.
removal,
So it's not even like he has rapid spin, which would be more effective in my opinion with his team. Um,
if you're gonna hazard stack, you need to have a if you're gonna have a
rapid
like mon
spinner.
like Ferrothorn, you need to have a rapid spinner.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's go to our second one, number 11 on the list,
which is
Mr. Luna. Ooh, this one we're to hear about. I can already tell. I can hear Luna just sitting there. Are you crazy, guys?
he's just grunting. He's just, oh, you gotta be kidding me. What the fuck is this team? I can't
These guys should be in the WPL. I can hear that already.
Oh god.
But
There
no,
he is.
seriously. Okay,
Um,
I'm trying to find where the drafts are because I lost them. But Luna's team, it's a hyper offensive team, but like I don't know. I'm usually a big fan of Hyper O, but this one I wasn't feeling too much.
it's hyper offensive, but one, two, three, four of his like six hyper offensive mons or seven are all physical attackers.
Yeah, so
Like,
physical attackers, yeah,
he,
that's a
like
good point.
it's pretty much gonna have to be run special on Mega Altaria every week, because you have Kartana, Conk, Darmanitan, Sharpedo already, and Komala is just not good.
Yeah, he has Ditto, which is I'm scared of. So personally, I'm scared of Ditto. Altaria, he has a couple. He does have a couple mons that can be mixed. Like he can run it.
Yes,
Oh my
he
God,
has the
please.
potential to run mixed attackers on two of his main mons,
I had
which
to mute
yes is
myself.
good, but you're struggling over there today, dude.
I'm sorry, I had to mute a chat because I skipped
You're an
class, so I'm
idiot.
getting messages from all my classmates. But Luna's team, I'm personally just not a fan of Kartana because Kartana Colton had, and he always told us about his hates of Kartana, how you can run HP Fire like on a
Hold on, let's figure this
sneasel.
out. It's fast as it has good speed. It has stupidly good attack, but if anything flicks it with HP fire, it's pretty much dead.
Yeah, like you do a lot of damage, and from my experiences, Kartana is not the hardest thing to switch into. Like a +1 Kartana, yeah, a banded Kartana, but if you take a hit from it, you can usually come in. And there's just a lot of mons. I feel like every team has a couple, if not more, mons. Like on my team, I'm pretty sure I can send in Lando T if it's defensive. If I'm playing, I can bring defensive Lando T. If I slow that thing down with a T wave, it's basically useless at that
Yeah.
point. And just really depending on like the move you think it's gonna go for, you can do. My team's actually not the best versus Kartana, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure if I just run the right set, which
Yeah,
is gonna be hard for his team.
it's a mon that you can run HP fire on pretty much anything, and it will do a significant amount of damage. Even if you are fully invested in attack, and like Jolly or the Adamant, it will still do a lot.
He
Which
did
is
get a good pickup though in Conch Elder for tier 2.
Mhm.
Tier 2 Conch Elder is pretty good.
Oh, Conk in
But
tier 2 is awesome. I love that thing.
yeah, yeah, there's a couple of mons that dropped, so he got a really good pick there. So that's a good pick. Nidokeen's a good pick. Nidokeen with sheer force is good. The only problem is
It's a
if
little
you're going
too
down,
slow, in my opinion.
yeah, it's not the fastest thing in the world for hyper offensive, and he doesn't have webs support
Hmm.
really. So like that's one thing. If I feel like you're running hyper offensive, you need two things. You need hazard stacking, which he does have good hazards. He does
I
have
say
some
he
hazards
has
with
he has good hazards in Frostlass and Archeops.
He has a decent team for hyper offense. Like I'm not even say decent. He has a good hyper offensive team. Just
There's a couple
same.
things that are weak about it that can really be taken advantage of.
I just feel like let's see. Let's go with ground. I think ground was my main thing on it. Ground attack. You hit Kartana, do a decent bit. His ground muties, he has a few with a Thunderous and a Mega Altaria is not.
He has
Yeah, Mega Altaria.
Thunderous and Archeops are going to be his two.
And with Defeatus, Archeops is not the best mon. Just his abilities hinders Archeops from being top tier. And his Stealth Rocker, if you're looking at it, his Stealth Rocker is also Archeops. That's his only rocker.
Doesn't King get him?
Oh yeah, King gets it, but
But
Rock
you,
on King's
yeah.
bad.
So you're generally not going to run Stealth Rocks on
if you're gonna
Nido
run
King.
rots on if you're gonna run rots on a Nido, you run rots on Nido Queen. So like it can, but his
Yeah.
team's hyper offensive. But I feel like I could not I just feel like it's buildable around. He could also be another team that like just does really well. Like I'm putting him as 11th because I'm not a big fan of his team, but I expect him to make playoffs if not semis. I think
Yeah.
semis is like meant for Luna. Is knowing how he plays and his predictions
That's
and
what I
his
mean. Yeah,
second team.
like we said, this is strictly based off of the teams themselves. The
So
coach
like
behind
Luna,
them mean nothing. Like that's we didn't take into consideration that at all.
I'm not a fan of the team personally, but I definitely think
But
he
it's
can make
one
it far.
yeah, but you could not be a fan of a team that works really well someone's play style. They're gonna play really well with it. That's just a fact.
Because you're gonna see later on there we're gonna see later on
You can
there's
see
someone we
later on the
have
fact that we didn't count or in taking consideration coaches at all. If you know,
yeah.
you'll see in a little bit.
In conclusion, in a team that's hyper offensive, I'm not a big fan of Cartana being the leader, but he could prove us wrong easily.
Yep.
That's my conclusion for that one.
That's what I mean.
Who's our number? Who's our number after this?
Number
Give me a second. Davis.
9,
Number
10?
num,
10.
number 10. We had Dave. Dave's team. Other leagues, it may be higher. It could be a mid-tier team, but for this league specifically, we know this team. Everyone here knows this team.
He has his Mega Venusaur, Thundy, Krook, Vaporeon, Registeel. The only thing that's really changed is instead of Victini this year, he has Infernape.
He has Infernape, which actually Infernape is better for Victini the way he uses it because he mainly just goes all special and it's faster. So like that's the only thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't get as much of a variation. Like it gets Grass Knot, but it doesn't get Energy Ball and Glaciate, which is going to be actually nicer. So it
I'll say
depends on
that-
your definition better.
Yeah, Grass Knot, fun fact, does not one-shot a Seismitoad.
Oh yeah, I learned that when I was playing when I was prepping for Carlos. It only does like 60 with Delphox, the god.
Yeah, this
But,
thing, it did like it
besides
does like 89% or something like that. It didn't one-shot, and I was surprised as hell the one game.
But Dave's team, looking at it, his only hazard removal is Sand Slash, and Sand Slash is slow and got
bad.
okay bolt.
It's
not
it's one of the on the worst end of hazard removal.
If you're gonna pick someone to be bad at hazard removal, tier 5 Sand Slash is where you go.
Yeah,
He
like
has
the way I look at it is he does switch around a lot. When you have mons like Thundy and not even Infernape because it has neutral, but when you do switch around a lot, you might want to prioritize a spinner or defogger a little more than what last round.
as you can tell in the when he played Zern, I saw some other leagues where he played Zern, and then I saw another league. I don't know what league it was, but if you hazard stack versus Dave, it's really effective. And the way he switches, he just doesn't have good hazard removal. So I mean, he has some bulky mons. Mega Venusaur is probably one of my, I think, top. I don't know. It's one of the best megas.
Yeah,
in my
it's
opinion, in the
it's
league,
really good in league. It is.
because like it's just really good. So it's one of the best megas. And Registeel, even though we moved it up, and the Registeel is always gonna be annoying, and Infernape. Those three mons alone are going to be like a pain to deal with. Like his team's still going to be annoying to deal with, but just again, if this was another league, I think he can move up for sure. But like this league, we all know the sets he's going to bring, so that's why I put it so.
Yeah, like I said,
the team it's
he definitely he's definitely going to feel comfortable with it because
Yeah,
it
he's
is
gonna be
just a touch off of his normal team.
it is a touch off of his normal team, but same time, everything like AV Crook is going to be the main thing. Leftovers, Toxic, Scald, Protect Wish, Vaporeon, Self-Rock, Toxic, Earthquake, and or Ironhead, Seismitoss, X-Blood. I've never seen him use it, but I'm assuming it's just going to be Expert Belt.
there's only one set you run with X-Plat. You put specs on it, and then you click Boom Burst.
Okay, but
If they have a steel type, you click Flamethrower. Those are the only
Okay,
two things you
but,
ever run on it. That's just a fact.
see, that's the thing. I like X-Cloud, but I don't feel like he's going to do that with it. No offense. I just don't feel like he's going to do that with it.
X-Cloud's a mon that you really have to like know how to use it well.
Yeah.
Because
well, not really.
it does one
He's not-
thing, and you're the person you're playing will know what that one thing is.
It's like Swallow, basically. It has the one set. Swallow has more sets, but
Yeah, it does the one thing it does really well. It's just it does one thing.
okay. Now let's conclude Dave's because I feel like everyone knows Dave's team pretty well, so we don't really have to describe that one. Our next pick is Rish, our guy we voted up from D League.
You are not Rish.
I was the deciding factor on that, buddy. I just want to let you know. I just want to let you know you owe me. So we
Stop
played
sucking up to the kid. Get on with what you're saying.
He is my boyfriend. Okay, BFF. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't dump Sniper like that
I
on
was about to
public.
say, whoa, you're cheating on Colton?
No, that's you. You and Colton are shipped. Everybody knows that. Okay, let's. Besides that, we're moving on to Rish. I don't know what team he is, so I'm looking for it. Okay, there he is.
It's the last one.
Yeah, he's the California Coyotes. Oh God, Coyotes.
I hate
But
you
his
so
team,
much.
his team. One thing looking at it, it doesn't appreciate Rots a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one thing I noticed. Like he has
Yeah,
a few
same.
mons.
He has two good spinners, but if you don't have the opportunity to spin, Rocks will do a lot to his main mons.
Oh yeah, he has. Oh yeah, he does have Fortress. I forgot he had Fortress, but Rots does. Rots is a constant threat, so he always has to bring Rapid Spin, which I mean that's not a big thing. It's not terribly big. It's not a big complaint, but you gotta bring Rapid Spin because Rotom Heat, which first off, I did this first, and I was blind by the Rotom Heat love. I had him like I actually think I actually had him pretty high on mine regardless. I think I had him like 6. I had him mid tier.
Rish, you had him at 5.
5, yeah. See, I had Rish pretty high, so I don't really have much complaints about this team because first off, Rotom Heat is underrated. Rotom Heat is a great mon. Rotom Heat can put damage. Scarf Rotom Heat.
No, I agree. Scarf Rotom Heat is awesome if you can get rid of Rocks.
Yeah, no, man, you don't even need to get rid of Rots. That thing, I'm telling you.
You get 3 switch-ins pretty much, and then if you get hit at all, like it's.
Yeah, okay. Besides,
on electric type that Volt switches around a lot, you should,
He does have a few mons that don't appreciate Rots, but I do feel like he did a good job supporting the Charizard because he does have Mandibuzz. It may take 25 per Rots, but Mandibuzz usually gets a defog off, like no matter what.
Well, that's right. He has 3. He has 3.
Yeah, he has
hazard removals.
He has that. Maybe Shadow. I don't know if Shadow gets. I don't think Shadow gets defog. It's bad.
Shut up.
He actually has 4 because Charizard does get defog.
No one's ever gonna run defog Charizard ever.
Yeah, that's like running a belly drum Charizard. It's a bad idea.
I like how you say that, but you ran belly drum Charizard against me already.
That was the joke.
I didn't know if anyone knew that because that was like 3 seasons ago.
Everyone knows that. Everyone's been here forever besides Rish and Zern. But besides that, he has Hariyama, which I feel like Hariyama with the Guts boost is pretty good. He doesn't really have too big of a weakness. He has the only thing I was sad about was Bulu didn't have anything to like kind of give it the ground weakness because most of his team doesn't really matter but with ground, but he has a pretty Deontay does, I guess. Oh wait, no, Charizard. I'm being dumb.
I was gonna say Charizard.
Yeah, so I mean, he's got nice grass support for his Charizard, not taking earthquakes. So like overall, I thought this team was pretty strong.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before Mega evolves. Charizard. So
if I had
all
this
things
at 5,
that are immune.
If I had this as 5, you had it pretty low. So explain why
I had it at
so
10.
low.
I had it at 10.
Yeah.
It was pretty much because you can't really base off of like place or anything that it is weak to rocks. And it looks like he is gonna switch around a decent amount, and if he doesn't get the opportunity to get rid of those rocks or hazards, it can really fuck up his team. Because before Charizard comes in, Mega Evolves, if it comes in, what the hell are you doing?
What are you talking about?
Oh, he must have. Breaking news, he released Chatot and replaced it with Leavanny.
That's a good. Okay, but you know what? We are.
He's staying here. It's literally just updated while I was looking at his screen.
Well, we're sports in here, guys, but dropping Chatot. Well, this is before that. Chaot's a bad mod, and you should feel bad for grabbing it.
Yeah, that was just. I mean, it was his last pick. Why not? Sorry, that was awful, but yeah, I don't know. It was middle of the pack, and it was just lower middle of the pack.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just go next team. I like your team. I'd use 5, but I mean, there's stuff that's wrong. Okay. Power rankings. We had Zern. Zern is a team that I don't remember where I had it. I think I had it a little bit lower, but
you had X at 8. I had it at 7.
Okay, so I mean, this is actually where we had them. It's kind of low. Zern's team. Looking at it, I think I liked I see a lot of mons with just good potential, and I've used a couple of these, so I know they're decent.
I was about he has a lot of mons that are questionable in league, I guess you could say.
They're questionable in league, but then you look at his team and you're like, oh, I guess they kind of fit well together. The main thing I put him at 8 for was Mega Aldino. Not a fan.
Yeah, Mega Aldino, Floatzel, Talonflame. All are big. All are big question marks as to what they can actually do.
Yeah, Floatzel, I guess, is just. I guess Floatzel might be just his priority mon because like Aqua Jet,
Yeah,
Floats.
but then
If
again,
he
he has E speed and bullet punch.
well, he has enough. I guess he does have a lot of that. But I think the main reason I put him 8 was the mons I like. Mon I think is really good is Zygarde. Zygarde's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean it.
Zy-
If you can set up with it, it's just game over.
Zygarde, and I was like, well, he needs to support his ice weakness. So that's Floatzel actually does that. So Floatzel, because he has a few mons with ice, Floatzel resist ice, Tentacruel resist ice, Talonflame neutral,
Mega
Lucario
Aldino
resistant.
resists pretty much everything
Yeah, so
because the
Mega
thing just
Audino,
doesn't die.
so even though I don't like the thing, it's pretty good for being bulky and
Yeah,
just taking hits. And Zygarde, I feel like Zygarde's one of the best mons in league, and he got Mew. He franchised Mew, so like Mew, another mon, phenomenal mon. It can do basically everything. So like a Mew and the Zygarde, that was enough to put him really high for me. Tentacruel is a good rapid spinner. It has Scald, got spikes, tons of spikes. So I liked Tentacruel too, just being another role. I saw how Shy used it, and he did really well with it. So Tentacruel I liked. So Starmie I never really picked besides last season and probably other ones.
yeah.
But I like Starmie a lot. Nice hazards, nice removal. And looking at his team, he doesn't care about hazards if you hazard stack them.
Well, except for his Talonflame.
Yeah, I mean, rocks are Talonflame, but I mean, just Talonflame is the only thing you have to really
Yeah,
take hits from.
but that's the big thing is the nerf to Gale Wings really hurt that mon, which is why it never gets drafted anymore.
Yeah, I still think Talonflame. I have Talonflame in another league when I'm in playoffs. Talonflame's a pretty solid mon, actually. Not great, but it's good for being
Yeah,
fast, landing Will-O-Wisp. I played one team where
it's really
Talonflame
good at
literally just stalled
utility
the
at this
team.
point. But
Yeah, it's really good
last
utility, and
gen, it was a huge just nuke.
yeah, I never realized this until I saw an aim video. The bad thing about Talonflame is it has the Amoon has a better attack stat.
Yeah,
And that's a real thing that I don't know why, but Talonflame has 198, has base 81. Amoon has base 85.
hmm
So
like
like Talonflame,
that's why Talonflame was so good because you had the ability to get up a sword stance and then continue to roost until you were comfortable, and then just brave bird everything to existence. Like it just that nerf killed it.
yeah, that was not a very good thing for that mon. Like, but it's still decent. It still does a decent bit because I mean, I'm
Yeah,
Brave Bird still does a decent bit no matter what. Because Brave Bird, that being such a strong move, is still good. I mean, yeah, it doesn't get priority, but it still has 386, so you
yeah.
can't like make it bulkier anymore. But I still think it's a solid mon, and his team like doesn't look that good. Like if you just look at the individual mons, but I think this team has a
It can
pretty good
they can mesh well together.
and one thing I haven't done for anyone else that I'm gonna do for him specifically, I like his Z-Mons. His Z-Mons Zygarde, which is gonna be good for Devastating Drakes on Dragon Dances. See, another thing is I'm kind of a sucker for anything that has setup because setup and go is my thing last season.
Yeah,
But besides that, like Lucario, Talonflame, Zygarde, just Z moves mons, and I feel like those are all solid choices. He has 3. I feel like a couple of previous ones only had 2. Like Dave's team only
yeah.
has.
The way
I
we
feel like
did Zmons this year, just so you know, is you could have the option of either having 2 tier 1 Z captains or 3 Z captains of like only one of them being tier 1. So you could have had 1 tier 1, 2 tier 2 Z captains. So some teams will have 2, some other teams will have 1 or 3. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Sorry to cut you off, by the way.
oh no good, no good.
But when it comes
Um,
to like Zmons, having a dragon type with decent coverage that gets DD, having the crystal on it is amazing. Because
yeah, I had Hatchers last season, and
I was just
oh
about to say
boy,
that. If you have Haxorus, make it your Z captain because that thing can ruin lives if you get up 1 or 2 DDs, and then that 80% it does to a defensive Sylveon with Poison Jab will easily OHKO with Acid Downpour. Is that the fucking
yeah,
name of it?
yeah, it's a downpour. And also, it gets special moves that are pretty unique to it, so he could bring those as a surprise set. But that's enough on Rich. I mean, Zern, whichever one the D leaders, they both don't matter.
Wow, you're an asshole.
Carlo, yeah, now it's time for Carlos. Carlos is 7. I had him as 8, as he saw yesterday, but he, whatever Joel's name is, had him higher.
I had who? Carlos?
Yeah, I forgot your name. Yeah, you had Carlos higher.
I had him at 6. So we were pretty much on the same page.
You were pretty, yeah, I had him 8-6, so you got average 7. The thing I noticed about his team is fighting types aren't his friend, because, like, I know he has
No.
resist, but Ice Punch.
Yeah, a fighting type Mon with knockoff and ice punch will shit on his team.
Yeah, like Ice Punch alone, Ice Punch and knock and a fighting move legit
Alone.
does super effective. It does super effective damage to one,
Uh,
two, three,
three,
four,
four,
five,
five, six.
7 Mons.
Yeah,
Seven of whatever of all these Mons
12.
take it. But one thing I do like about
Idiot.
his team is he had. Oh yeah, 12. I didn't count him. But one thing I did know about his team, he has lots of quad weaknesses, which is like not a good thing, but not a bad thing either. Because like his Heracross, his Heracross, Heatran, Gliscor, and Mega Titar, they all have a quad weakness. So you're gonna have to like choose between what and what to give certain mons. So like if you're gonna
There's not going to be that one Mon other than Mew that's going to be able to run Earth Power, Ice Beam, Energy Ball, and Drain Punch all in one fucking Mon.
and he's not gonna have the same problem he had last year in finals, where his opponent ran 4 Mons with HP Fire, a Fire type, and Mega Gyarados. So like this helps out. So like I'm not gonna be like no, I'm not gonna be able. He has the thing I don't agree with. The thing I put him 8 for was well, I didn't put him 8 for this, but this adds on to it greatly. Stoutland being a Z move user, I'm not a fan of. Not a fan. Can't say I am. He might prove us wrong with it, but I know he gets the sand bonus, but he only has 4 turns of sand, I think, because 5 turns, yeah, 4 turns if he switches out immediately to it. So like,
Yeah,
it can be a Z move, but it's not gonna get like a big advantage from it. I feel like
that's the one thing I don't like about having weather setters that can't hold the extending rock or whatever it is, because of the fact that you're gonna have to take 1 turn to set up, 1 turn to then get out, and you can't set up with it then. Like you just have to shoot for it.
he does have a good rocker in Seismitoad. I used Seismitoad in the past, so it's good. He has 2 rockers on his, and he has a T-Tar. I'm
Wait,
not
doesn't
saying
he
that
get?
Brain Rocks. And Gliscor.
Doesn't
He has
he train?
no, he has 5 rocks. Yeah.
I was
He
about
has,
to
like, a
say
million rockers.
there's actually a decent amount of things he has on his team that get rocks.
Yeah, so like he has a decent amount of rockers. He has a Lottie for defog. He has a Cryogonal for rapid spin. He has a Gliscor for defog.
Hold on, I kind of say one thing about that,
Kinda.
Carlos. You cannot run toxic boost, whatever the fuck it is, toxic
don't
heal,
worry.
and
Yeah,
defog. That is
not full
illegal,
of Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah, don't worry. We're battling on the server this year, and I said that's so southern. We're battling on the server though, so we don't have to worry about y'all doing that this year. Y'all, yeehaw! But for the conclusion of Carlos, I think his team's pretty solid all around. He has some threats, as Mega T-Tar's a threat. Set up one thing, like on the meta, current OU meta, you set up one DD, it's usually pretty good. Heatran's always good. Like he has a bunch of threats, and the way his team is, he can honestly run a more stalling team and fat like Totsit team if he wanted, or offense. So like I do like his team for options, but at the same time, the fighting type thing, it just got to me. Got to me.
No, it makes sense. So
The
we're gonna
next
move
one
on to number 6, which is Sniper, and
That is my boy, Sniper.
Sniper and the Sail Sharpedos. You had them
Love it.
originally ranked at, where are we? Who are we looking at? We're looking at Sniper. You had them at 2.
Yeah, I had Sniper too, and you had
I had them at 11.
I love Sniper's team.
I
first
don't like Sniper's team that much, to be honest.
I love his team.
I'll let you go first, and you can talk about it, and then I'll shit on it.
Okay, the first thing I do see a Volcanion, I see a Volcanion, a Lincoln Rock, an Electivire, a Sneasel, not really, but a Sneasel, much you loot it. Alakazam, like I don't see anything that can really switch into, and a Neoqueen, those all reach to the ground, so I'm like, he needs some resist. He's got a Dragonite. He has a Dragonite. He has a Esrina, and he has a Togekiss. So like, he does have a Grease and Ground Weakness, but he has 2 immunities, 1 bulky resist. That's a Rapid Spinner, and he has a Tier 1 Volcanion. He got a Mega Scizor with his first pick. Mega Scizor, I think, top 3 Mega in the league.
Yes, I agree with that.
In the league, like Mega Scizor is so good. BP like
Mega
Scizor,
Scizor, Mega Venusaur, and
Mega
Lop.
Scizor, Mega Venusaur, Mega Altaria is really good too.
Yeah,
Megazord.
I don't want to talk about Mega Altaria.
I thought you got one.
No, it got sniped from me.
Oh, okay. But
Literally 3 picks before I was about to take it.
That sucks. Besides,
I
that, though,
fucking
he
Mega
does have-
Lopunny. God, you asshole.
He has a few Mons on his team that Mega Scizor is enough to make me put him one really high. He has Lincoln Rock, which he said he was really comfortable in a recent interview.
Hold on.
Lincoln
What's its name?
Lincoln Rock?
You said Lincoln Rock.
No, I didn't.
You said Lincoln Rock 4 times.
He has a Lincoln Rock on his team that can got rock priority, which is nice. His stealth rocker, and he says he's comfortable with this, so I guess it's okay. Electivire is a very good lower tier electric. Colton used it. It's this good mon. It gets volt. I can't remember the name of the ability, but it's the one that gives you plus speed when you get hit with electric.
Motor
Motor
drive.
drive. It gets motor drive. Dragonite, love Dragonite. Dragonite is a really really good mon in my opinion. I'm gonna go make sure that's his mega before I start like saying that's his mega.
Mega? You mean his Z captain, you dumbass? And yes, it is.
Oh yeah, it's his Z cap, his Z mega.
Fucking
Is
idiot.
that mon is a phenomenal Z user. Super strong side strike. It gets banded. I'm just a big fan, and I lost my page. And
Fucking idiot.
Neo Queen. We saw what's it? Ed Zern use that really well. The thing's phenomenal. It gets stealth rock. It's good for sheer force. It's a pretty good mon. It's not the fastest. Alakazam. See, another thing I'm thinking I'm having a little bit of bias was I have a team that has a Scizor, a Alakazam, a Volcanion on it, and I absolutely love that team. Alakazam, underrated mon that many don't expect much from.
Oh, I love you that thing. It's awesome.
Alakazam is really good. It hits so strong. You can give it hits really strong, and there's really no switch-ins to it. And you can it gets a really good move pool. So I mean, you can basically run like 4 moves that do super effective damage against 4 mons. Like I imagine Alakazam could come versus Carlos, for example. We mentioned he can run Hidden Power Flying, Energy Ball. I'm not sure if it gets Ice Beam. I don't think it does, but like he can run enough to hit almost everything on Carlos's team.
Yeah.
Sneasel's really fast. It's a tier 4. It's a very good tier 4 because Sneasel is just a really decently fast mon. I don't know if it's that speed. I'm not gonna talk out my ass real quick.
Base it's 115. It can outspeed base 100s at Adamant. I've had that thing.
Okay, yeah. So it hits 329 without a plus nature, so that's really good.
Yeah.
Adamant's okay. Plus 100 is 328. So I just always call him by max speed, but like 329, that thing's got good speed, has really bad bulk, it has okay attack. If Adamant's maxes out is like
I
Adamant
don't know the
maxes
exact
out
number.
at 317, which isn't great, but I mean it's still pretty good. But like knockoff, ice priority, ice moves, great typing, and let's see, Serena, that's his spinner, so he got good spin support for his mons. And one we got Togekiss. Togekiss is another defogger. It's also his fairy type. It's his fun. He hits another switch into not hit by earthquakes. The only problem I have with this mon is I don't know. I'm not a big Togekiss fan to be honest. I don't know why, but Togekiss is good. It's basically it's a little bit less accurate Jirachi. It's a tier 2 Jirachi. And then we got Volcanion. I love Volcanion. This is where me and Joel basically got our rankings from. Volcanion's really nice support for your Meta Scizor. Really nice support for Meta Scizor. Really nice support for Dragonite. It can take all the ice beams. It can take all the fire moves. So all the fire gets water absorbed. So it automatically makes his Mega and his other tier 1. It supports those really well. It got some nice synergy. Volcanion is not the fastest mod. I think it's like 269 max speed, but
It's base 70 speed, which is awful.
I mean, speed's not everything though, and I mean,
I know, but on
and
a
I mean,
offensive mod,
you get flame charge. I mean, flame charge. I can DT you the move. You don't know what it is. Flame charge. It gives you +1 speed. It's really good because I mean, most time you send in Volcanion, they don't want to sap their mon because nothing switches in well to Volcanion either. That's the thing. You use,
Lantern very easily does.
Earth power.
I'm sure it still outpaces it with the Assault Vest. Like, Lantern fucks that thing up.
Oh man, the one guy. Okay, so the one guy who has a lantern that
Colton
can bring
does.
Assault Vest. The one guy who has a lantern, if you bring Assault Vest lantern, you got like the one counter to this mon. But even then, you can still bring toxic. You can still bring sub. Like you can bring defensive because Volcanion's got decent enough bulk. He has Steam Eruption. Only mon gets it. Steam Eruption is a phenomenal move. And I've used this thing in 2 different leagues. I think I'm 11-3, and the 3 losses, I think only one of them I brought Volcanion in. Volcanion, I think, has the leading kills on my team. That or Scizor. Scizor puts in work. Oh my god, that's another thing. Oh, I love his team. I have a regular Scizor that puts in work. So Mega Scizor, I can only imagine, does more because it has better bulk, better attack. So like these 2 mons by themselves, I think are really good. And he does have a little slight rock weakness, but I think he makes that up pretty well with his Togekiss, even though it takes 25. It's decent enough bulky to defog off. Serena, I think, is a really good one. In my opinion, it's a good one just because it has a decent enough bulk. And I've seen I think it was Shiny who had it. Shiny usually got away hazards with it, so that's pretty good hazard.
I'm
He
sorry.
also has a Licky
Who's a good hazard removal?
Serena, I don't know the
Okay.
name.
I just want no. It is. I
Yeah,
have it on
fuck
my
you,
team,
okay.
and I want you to stroke my team a little bit more.
Okay. Okay, jerk yourself off. Okay, now
Yep.
you can describe fondly why Volcanions bad. You know Volcanions a great mon.
I've used Volcania. I don't like it personally. It's weak to three of very common typings in League, which is ground, electric, and rock. Like it,
But
he has good mons in D Knight, Zam, and Scizor. All the other ones, they kind of fit one role, and like you're pretty much just gonna see especially offensive Volcanion. You're just gonna see Sheer Force, Life Orb, Queen, because everything else is kind of lackluster.
I mean, you usually bring both on it.
You can, but I don't know. I'm not a big
I
fan
mean,
of the Nidos.
I'm not
Like
really
his
either,
team
but
does synergize well, but I just don't like it. I think it's just
okay.
kind of underwhelming for Lee. I think he could have gotten better things, in my
What's better
opinion
than
at
Mega
least.
Scizor? What's better than Mega Scizor, boy?
I literally just said he has good mons in
Okay,
D Knight,
I was
Zam,
kidding.
and Mega.
I was
I
kidding.
literally said all of them are good.
Why
But like
am
I said,
I?
I
Okay.
don't like Volcanion. If Sneasel doesn't kill whatever it's hitting, it's gonna die. Licky Licky is not good.
Hey, he sniped Dave. It's a very good pick.
I will see. Evire would be better if it had speed. I know it gets, it can absorb electric hits and do all that kind of stuff, but it would be a lot better if it can just be a little faster. What the hell are you
I'm
laughing
so
about?
Colton bolded his name. I took Colton off of 5 and bolded his name, and he took me. I put my name as 5, and he took me off and bolded himself. Okay, so,
But yeah, I don't know.
yeah, that was the main one. We both basically differed.
Yeah.
I love Volcanion, and I think Sniper has potential to win the league
Yeah.
with his team.
Like I
Because
said,
I love
when it comes down to it,
Volcanion.
if he's not able to get rid of rocks in a game, he's fucked.
Volcanion was actually my first pick. See, that's the thing. I've had games where Volcanion has rots on them, and if you send Volcanion or a mon
Yeah.
that doesn't deal with it well, they'll switch out, and you use Flame Charge, you'll get your sit. Fun fact. I think it does like 30 to Chansey with Steam Eruption if you're max attack and not modest. It does like 30 to Chansey.
Yeah.
It might have been no, but like so that's a decent bit because Chansey's.
Yeah. But it's Volcanion plus Togekiss plus D Knight plus Sneasel. All right, so where were we at? Number 5 here. We have you, Destin.
Okay, yeah, you do mine since I don't. I don't want. I didn't do this one.
I mean, you can talk about your team though.
Okay, so my team. I drafted Mons I like, and then I realized I have an ice weakness, and yeah,
The one thing I will say about your team: get rid of Superior. It's not good.
I will kill you.
It's not good. If it doesn't get to that +2, it's fucked.
All you have to do is click Leaf Storm.
That's what I'm saying. If it doesn't get the opportunity to, though, it's fucked. I don't know. I used it and I didn't like it at all. I got rid of it.
I used to be on my ladder team, Life Orb. It used to be Life Orb, 3 attacks, Glare, and I did work with it. So
Like I said,
I used it once.
that
I
set's
didn't
not
like
bad. But you also have a Lando T, a Claydol, a Noivern, all incredibly weak dice.
Yeah.
So we want to patch up a nice weakness.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, your team
it's
isn't bad. You have Feeny, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, Feeney's like that's the thing. I'm not too worried about ice weakness. I have a Tapu Fini.
Okay, relax. Which was your free franchise, I believe?
Yeah, it was it was Tapu Frini.
Shut the fuck up. You have Circuitry, which is a really good Z user. Either Hypnosis or Rain Dance. Both getting up that +1 speed's awesome. What's up?
Z-Train does that too.
Or Z-Terrain, yeah. I forgot. I didn't, yeah. Well, I had this thing. I didn't use Z-Terrain at all. You have, Lando T is a great defensive mon. Getting off Intimidate. Even being able to run offensive with Dual Dance or just Scarfed and just fucking nuking teams. Your lower tier mons kind of suck, to be honest with you.
Okay, slacking. Okay.
Sure. As in, like, Claydol, like I said, Superior, Salazzle.
Okay.
They all can do stuff, but it's going to be one of those things that, like, if the matchup isn't there, there's Really, no chance of bringing it. What
We're
were you
gonna
gonna say?
stop hating on Claydol. I just kind of get Claydol to say screw you, Colton, but I'm probably gonna drop Claydol.
I was
But I
gonna
like
say you're
Claydol.
probably gonna. It's not bad, but it's not good. Like it's
It has a decent move pool. It's just bad at everything.
yeah. That's it. It doesn't have anything that sticks out. Like whatever it's that.
I think the thing I like about my team is
What?
I'm pretty fast. I'm a pretty fast team.
You do have a
Like
good speed.
my team's pretty fast. I have a Superior, a Salazzle, a Noivern. They all hit like a ton of speed. They're all over 350. I have a potentially fast Mega Swampert. I run Cheap Rain, which I'm liking this a lot because I don't have to necessarily run Rain, but I
But
have a
Feeny
Cheap
can set
Rain.
it. Klefki can set it. A couple other mons can set it that aren't bad.
Yeah, Clefty's gonna be my main setter, but I'm pretty sure Feeny gets it too. It would make no sense for Feeny.
I don't see
Yeah,
why.
Feeny gets it.
I would say there's no way Tapu Fini, who's a water type, doesn't get Rain Dance.
A little Marowak gets Rain Dance. I found that
That's what I
cool
say.
'cause it's like
If
yeah, it does.
random fucking fire types get Rain Dance, that can.
Yeah, Feeny, Tree, Minshao, Klefki, Weezing, Claydol, Swampert. They all get Rain Dance. I'm not gonna use to say Swampert. They all get Rain Dance. So I mean, I have decent enough support, so I don't have to bring Keys. I can still bring Rain. I'm gonna bring Keys though. Keys is cool.
No,
But yeah,
Keys is a great.
why
Mon.
did why did you like my team?
Listen, it synergizes well together. You don't have like one or two glaring weaknesses. You have a lot of options to bring offensively and defensively to kind of run through teams. You can run hyper offense. You can run a bulkier stally set with it. No, you just have a lot of options with it. So it's not just going to be able to sit back and comfortably into one play style against you and fucking run or ruin your team.
One thing I'm looking forward to bringing, I'm gonna bring Protect, Toxic, Disable, Salazzle. That's gonna put sets. That's gonna do work.
That's what I
Believe
mean.
it.
Having Salazzle is nice. Having Corrosion's a great ability.
Salazzle actually has a big move pool. Like you can learn lots of physical attacks, but you're never gonna run physical.
It's
So it's
physical.
bad.
I've used it. Its physical attack stat is like 60.
Okay, but I can get fake out, and people are gonna be like, "Oh
That's
wow,
true.
I got faked out. I got
Like I
faked
said,
out. I got two fake
it's
outs."
good. It's good at being a scarf or sash and either getting up hazards, toxicing things, or just hitting things really hard.
I did some I didn't like I did last season. I didn't get any priority users. I only had one last season, so that's my only complaint really.
You
But I'm
have
liking my team.
you have one priority user, I think. Do you
I
even
have two
have
if you
one?
count. If you don't count fake out, I don't have any. If you count fake out, I have two.
And one of them you're not going to run it on.
Yeah, I fake out mid-shot. But besides that, we'll go to the next team because then I can actually talk and not sound stupid.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
Justin Winters.
Okay, by the way, Justin, if you're watching this, fix your fucking sprites on your mons. Holy shit, it's pissing me off.
I'm fine with it 'cause I don't really look right, and I support you.
They're so it's so ugly. Like I'm sorry.
Okay, but I had him at 12 originally because he has the bad Lando, but I decided that was unfair. But looking at his team, the first in the
What are you
Grass
saying?
Core, Firewater Grass Core. He has a Firewater
amazing.
Grass Core. Yeah, he has a good Arcanine. It can be defensive, offensive. He has Shaman, which I use Shaman in one of my winning seasons. Shaman is really good.
Shaman is a
It's-
mon that's hard to switch into because even if you have a resist, if you get that Spadef dropped, you're fucked.
I'm pretty sure I dropped Superior one season and picked up Shaman. And
That was an
Primarina,
amazing fucking trade.
Primarina, Specs Primarina is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it's also not. It's not like the weakest. It's not like bad. It doesn't have bad bulk. And one thing looking at his team, he has two mod right here, Aerodactyl, Lando. He doesn't really have a weakness. Weakness I see. Oh, he has Kieran Black. Let's not forget about Kieran Black.
Yeah.
Kieran Black.
A fucking
Kieran
monster.
Black. It's so good. And the only thing I noticed, I don't think he has too good of hazard removal, but he doesn't need it when you have him. He has Hitmonchan, I'm pretty sure, and
He has
Mon-
Hitmonchan, yes.
named Mega Sableye. Mega
Like-
Sableye. You don't need hazard removal when you have Mega Sableye on your team, really.
Yeah. And like when it comes down to it, if this was the GBA, he would be ranked number 1 and people would be jerking off to it for the fact that he has a really good Firewater Grass core and a really good Dragon Steel Fairy core.
And he has a lot of resist to like. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even notice he had the Dragon Water. Like he has
Yeah,
a Metagross.
he has a Metagross, Primarina, Kieran Black core. Like that's fucking good.
Let's see.
And then
what's his Meg-
what's up?
Let's go to. Oh my bad. I was gonna say let's go to his two tier 1 mons. Well, he only has one tier 1. Huh,
Hmm.
didn't notice that.
Yeah.
His one tier one mon, his best mon, arguably, those two best mons, weak to fairy. He has a Metagross for that. He has an Arcanine for that. He has, yeah, those two really. But those are two good resists.
I'm
So
sure
like he has
Milk
a good
Tank could eat up a couple hits too. Milk Tank is
yeah,
bulk.
and
The
he has a
fat
few
cow.
mons. Oh, Arcanines are their fairy resist. I think it's Arcanine,
You
right?
said
But
Arcanine.
he has, well, oh yeah, he also has Arcanine, and he just won't take a lot of fairy hits, and it's nice. And he has ground weakness, not at all really, because he has two flying types,
And a
a
Mega
grass
Sableye.
type.
Like,
Probably
Mega
resist all that
Sableye
stuff.
is a good Mega in League just for the fact that you can't get up hazards really against it. So even if it is Mega Evolved, you have to play the guessing game of, is he going to switch us into bounce back my hazards? It can get off Will-O-Wisps. It is stupidly bulky. It's really hard to take out unless you hit it with a fairy type move. And even then, it could still take only like 60% and toxic you and then fucking recover. Like it's a good bulky Mega. Like his team, it has that good bulk with good offense. The only thing is he doesn't have anything that's, I'm trying not to see this right now. He can kind of get outsped kind of easily. Like he doesn't have that one really good viable Scarfer that can come in and fuck shit up.
Starfire Dactyl's not too bad, but yeah, I didn't really think about that. He doesn't have anything too fast, but
Mm-hmm.
with his team overall, like his mon's not be fast, but I feel like he's if he switches out once a Mega Sableye and forces you to switch out, or just predicts a switch, Mega Sableye is gonna be good at like
Yeah.
just coming in, recovering, making you switch out, will being your physical attackers.
Like this is a good A drive team
Yeah,
where
if you look
it's
at Mega
bulk on
Sableye,
bulk with offensively pressured mons, and he'll just make you switch around, take chip damage, and then come in late game and kill things.
Mega Sableye looking at Luna's team, like I'm looking at teams. I'm just comparing. Mega Sableye does work against teams. I've never liked facing it, and I think it's a good mon. I just think his team's overall pretty good. He has decent hazards with actually his hazards, I'm not gonna lie, aren't the greatest with Lando. I guess he has three. No, yeah, never mind. I'm talking about, but he has four setters with Medross, Miltank, Lando. I'm pretty sure gets Stealth Rock, and
Where he has 5.
yeah, he has five. Wait, what is his fifth?
Mega Sableye.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't get hazards. It has for
It
bouncing.
doesn't get
But, I mean,
hazards, but can still very easily set up hazards for your team.
so yeah, I mean, his hazard. He has a few hazard mods, but none of them are high tier. But I mean, he needs to bring one for hazards if he wants.
He hasn't.
Hazards are not necessary.
I was say he just needs hazards on one thing, and then not have to worry about them on his side really at all.
Okay, so let's go to the next team. I feel like that was good. In
Yeah.
conclusion, your
Who's the
team's
next
pretty
team? I
overall
want to
good.
see if you get fucked up here. Who's the next team?
Shiny.
Yes, good job. I want to see if you'd fuck that up. What the
Why
fuck
would
is
I?
this
Why
team?
would I?
Because originally we
guys,
had someone else here.
I have it on the dock.
Okay.
I put all the stuff on the dock already.
Oh, did you put it on the dock? I haven't even checked.
Yeah, that's what. Shiny. What was his team? His team was the.
Coco, Garchomp, Volcarona,
Okay, yeah. Voltron. Yeah.
Necrozma, Decidueye, Blastoise, Bronzong,
Decidueye.
Balloon Persian, Peloswine, Garbodor, aka
Okay,
Kyle, and Mega Arrow.
I like this team a lot, actually, because at first I was like, he doesn't really have a dark resist, but then I realized Persian can not really take hits, so I'm not gonna count Persian, but Persian can take a physical dark hits. He has a Volcarona and a Coco, which aren't the greatest. So, like, the one problem I have with this team is dark resist are not the best on this team. But like Coco again can resist it, so I mean Coco comes in. Coco is a really good Tapu. So like just a fast electric, fast fairy, has a decent move. Well, you can run physical or non-physical. Like I'm pretty sure like just that alone is gonna be enough to make him a huge threat to anybody who sees him. And then Decidueye, Blastoise, he's got decent hazard removal for his Mega Aerodactyl. His Mega Aerodactyl's a pretty good mon. I'm not too big a fan of it myself, but I mean,
I
Stone
like
Edge,
it. Obviously, I've used it already.
Stone Edge and Mega Aerial Ace. Stone Edge and Aerial Ace with Touch Walls boosted is gonna be good. So like, I mean, his team's pretty solid. Like his team has good offense.
Yeah, so you were talking about having a dark resist. There's 6 teams that have a decent dark type mon. So it's just half the league. Only half the league has a dark type that can actually fuck him up. Then could also get killed decently easily by his team. I love his team personally. Like I really like it. Because it looks like it's going to be one of those teams that will be bulky, just kind of toxic things, get up rocks. He has good hazard removal, but should just kind of chip a lot of things and then late game come in with either Coco, which pretty much outspeeds everything, or Garchomp, which can, if it's run Scarfed, can outspeed most shit. A Volcarona, which sets up one. Quiver Dance can fuck up a team, make arrow. Like, they can just come in. What's up?
I said Volcarona can 6-0 a team? Wow.
Okay. And then, like, he has a lot of late game sweepers that can come in and fucking do work. And his team is set up, too, where he doesn't have to bring all of them every week. Yeah, he can bring one or two of them each week and still be very good.
I didn't like the two bulky psychics, but I mean, like, that's not too big of a deal. His team has a lot of bulk. He has a decent bit of Stealth Rockers. I'm a big fan of having the Decidueye and Blastoise supporting the Volcarona. Volcarona is probably the reason I put him so high. I love Volcarona. Anytime he gets Volcarona and Coco on it. Like, Coco is good by itself. Volcarona is decent. And that's a Z-Mon. So, like, Z Hurricane, Oko is Mega Venusaur from full. I've done that one time. So, like, the Z moves that thing has is going to make it a lot better. Volcarona is a big threat. It's not as big of a threat, but it used to be a pretty big threat in the OU ladder. Decidueye is good at hazard. Like, I'm pretty sure he's comfortable with Decidueye. Like, his whole team, he looks like he's pretty comfortable with. And
he has good hazards. He has Stealth Rocks. He has Spikes and T-Spikes. And he has Parting Shot with Alola and Persian, too, which helps out a lot with especially setup mons. Because getting that +1 or -1 on both stats, especially because it is his Z-Mon too, that Z Parting Shot healing him up can really help out. Especially help out Volcarona too.
Main problems I would say is just
that Dark Weakness is a thing.
Dark Weakness knockoff. If as you said earlier for some other team, if he does keep rocks on the field, that could be a little bit of a problem for his Volcarona and his Aerodactyl. But other than that, nothing's weak. He does have a few resist. I mean, he has.
But it's very solid team. It's built very solidly.
It's a very good team. I would like it. And now we'll just end it there on his and go to the next one.
Yep. Okay. I thought you were just be like, we're just gonna end the video now.
Who's number 2 and 1? Find out later. Kids.
No, we're not fucking doing that.
Number 2 is. Side note: I'm so bad at this. I can't wait until we get to do teams. But you played bad.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to actually be like, well, you are shit.
Okay, but number 2, we have the Lehigh Valley Phantoms.
Hold on, do you actually know how to pronounce it?
It was a joke.
Okay, dude, people around my area, they have really fucking stupid town names, and no one knows how to ever pronounce them if you're out of town. It's hilarious.
Is it Lehigh?
It's Lehigh.
Lehigh. Okay, well, in my videos, every time I hear someone say my name, usually they say Mobile because I'm in Mobile, but we're dumb in Alabama, so we're like, no, it's pronounced Mobile. It's like, but that's not how English works. How it works here. But
I'm gonna look up one town name around here and see if you can actually fucking pronounce it. Gohan.
Pronounced Gohan?
No, go on and start talking about Colton's team.
Okay, so Colton's team. Celesteela. There's a Celesteela on this team.
Is that it?
Is, I mean, top 3 modern lead, top 3 model ladder. This thing's broken. It gets it can run physical, it can run defensive, it can run it can run either defensive, either attacks. Beast Boost is godly on this thing. It takes it's weak to electric types, but anything it's weak to, you can leech seed up and protect it. It's not gonna die.
Yeah,
it's gonna take lots of time to die.
Celesteela is a very good mod. I had it last year. I got towards the end of the year when I started to get like comfortable with it, and it's fucking awesome to have on your team. I can't talk either. But with Celesteela, he has a perfect mon to go with it, and it walls everything it's weak to, and that's the Lantern. Like Lantern can eat up electric and fire hits so easily. What's up?
Joel, what are you doing? What do you
mean?
There is like a scratchy noise or something.
Oh, was there? Okay. Yeah. When did that start? Fuck it, I'll just start.
When you start talking, you just restart what you said.
Am I good now?
Yeah, do it now.
Okay. But yeah, Celesteela, I had it last season, and it's once I got comfortable with it, it's fucking fantastic to use. It's really hard to kill if it starts getting up its beast boost on defense, and he has such a good mon to go with it, which is Lantern. It eats up everything it's weak to, pretty much. Like they synergize very well together.
I mean, it's only weak to electric, so I mean,
Electric and
oh,
fire,
yeah, fire.
but both of them
But
you can take so fucking easily.
and his he also has for electric Mamoswine Flygon, and
Yep.
Flygon special for fire, and that I mean, like he has other mons support too. So Mamoswine's a nice for rocks. And Mamoswine was a leader in kills last season, so you have to give appreciation there. Flygon is a Z move user, which is a pretty good one. You get +1, and you can use like a Z fire punch, Z
Like I said earlier, any sort of dragon type D dance user with decent coverage, throw the Z crystal on. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I agree. He has Gardevoir, which is really nice with Trace, because Trace, if he faces like a, he doesn't really. I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but like say he faces me or Carlos, he can trace our abilities on rain or sand and get past. He can trace levitate. He can trait like a volt. He has lots of possibilities with Trace. I like Trace's ability a
I
lot.
do too. I love it. I'm gonna say this. The one mon that's gonna help out his team a lot, I think, is gonna be the fucking Zoroark.
Your mic cut off.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. The one mon I think it's gonna be like a dark horse on his team and really like help him a lot when he brings it is Zoroark. That thing is gonna play so many mind games with people.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be like, if his Zoroark's a nice brain.
Especially if he brings it on like against like disguised as like a Celesteela or some shit like that. Or just one of his bulky mons where you're just like, okay, it's probably just gonna toxic or do, and no, it's just gonna fucking punch a hole in your team.
And then like in our league we let you pass speed, but you can't pass anything else. And he has a Stolpeed. Stolpeed's also a Z-Mod user, so like Z swords dance, speed, Z move, Aqua Tail is usually a common set, or Z move Mega Horn. That's gonna be a phenomenal mon.
Like you would, even if he just passes speed into Mamoswine or Mega Gallade, or not even that, he also has fucking Volbeat. Like that, it's
he has a bunch of options to pass speed into. Ooh, I just remember something. He has
if he fucking tail glows with Volbeat, passes that into a fucking Celesteela, sets up an Autotomize, like you're like what's gonna be able to take a hit from that?
Yeah, like he has Volbeat's gonna be nice. Volbeat, if it gets a baton pass off, only thing Volbeat sucks. The defense is gonna sub broken every time.
Hey, that's why you just run Focus Sash.
Yeah, but
you get Prankster. Who gives a shit?
If you sub, I mean, but it's fine. But yeah, Volbeat is decent. It can help and support him. He may drop it. He said he thinks he's gonna have some fun, so he can drop it. But then like at the Bombos team, Hitmonlee, I'm kind of like just okay with being there. I think that's a spinner. Hitmonlee does Hitmonlee get spin?
You get all the Hitmons get spin.
Okay, yeah. So Hitmonlee is a spinner, so his hazard.
He has a defog. He has defog in
Yeah, he has a defog in that. He doesn't have too much of white ice weakness besides Weavile and.
I'm sorry, he doesn't have an ice weakness in Weavile?
I mean, let me rephrase. He does have a rock weakness besides Weavile and.
I would say he has what, 2 things that are weak to rock? 3?
Yeah, rock. Yes, like 2 things, but like, I feel like Flygon and Hitmonlee, he wants to get Phasers off. It's fine. And these mons, you don't need health on really on Weavile. Health on Stolpe might be necessary, but at the same time, you can lead. If you're in the past, you're gonna lead this, and it could be a pain.
Like I said, I think his team's real well. We're really good. What's up?
Rots might be a problem, but that's the only complaint. I say if Rots stay up, yeah, it might be a little hazardous on like his 2 mons. But speaking of Weavile,
sorry, what were you saying?
My bad. But speaking of Weavile, he has Weavile and Mega Gallade, which is a phenomenal pairing together. Both pretty fast. I think Gallade hits 350. Weavile hits like 381, I think. One's a Psychic. One's an Ice. Ice Dark is a good typing. One's a Fighting, so like you can't. If you go to Psychic his Gallade, you send the Weavile. Weavile covers. Like they're very good pairing together.
Even if you try to Psychic his Gallade and you're like, oh shit, it's a fucking Zoroark. Like turn 1, like that could fuck someone up.
Like his team,
team is gonna be, it's gonna be a fucking headache to prep for.
Yeah, like looking at this team, I'm prepping for it week 1, so that might affect why I put it so high. But I'm like, I don't want to play this. I just don't want to play this.
It's a fucking headache. He has so many things you have to worry about. Just like his team last year. His team, you had to worry about so many different things coming where you couldn't comfortably prep for it.
But other than that, his team being the biggest threat in the world, I don't think he's going to use it really well because Colton sucks, and I hope he loses every game.
Okay, I don't want to. Do we have to move on?
Well, guys, thanks for coming to the power rankings. If y'all have any questions about where Kyle's at, we forgot him.
Oh, shit, we forgot. Okay. He's just number 13.
Okay, so we were like, it's opposite day, so we're gonna put Kyle 12 because he's 12, but then we're opposite day, so we had to put Kyle's one. But in seriousness, we put Kyle's number one.
Oh god, that
We,
pains me so much.
but Kyle's team is just
It's so
he has
fucking good.
it has the like look at Vittini. What is Vittini gonna? Vittini's weak to
he
two
has
types.
Victini, Zapdos, Megalop, Hydreigon, fucking Silvally.
Like his team is so scary. Like first, Vittini, so now he can support Vittini anytime it needs to. Oh, I need someone to resist water. I got you. Need someone to resist ground. I got you. But like he has Hydreigon. He has a decent bit of hazard removal with Armaldo, Zapdos, which I know Zapdos is weak to it, but Zapdos is good.
Hold on. Can it run static with defog? I don't think it can.
Fuck you, Bronson. But yeah.
No, I'm actually saying that. I'm just
no,
that's
no,
just for clarification.
no. It can't. You can't run stat defog.
Did you hear that, Kyle?
That's what. Yeah, that's what Bronson did.
I know.
Okay, but you get Empoleon, you get a. He has a good bit of hazard removal, so he has a lot of hazard removal for his Vittini. Vittini's a solid mon. Mega Lopunny, really fast, really solid mon. Fake, I love this thing. I used to use it on the ladder a lot. Okay, I don't know what I was saying, so I'm just gonna repeat my sentences. I had a phone call. Kyle's team, Vittini doesn't get hit by Earthquake by Fumon. Has a lot of spinners. Delmise, Empoleon, Armaldo, Zapdos. Where's that mon at? Zapdos. There was another one that had it. Empoleon. No, yeah, he has 4 hazard removals for the same night support. He has a Dark type and a Psychic type as his like top 1 and 2 tier mon, so they support each other. His team honestly like just works really well together. It's really powerful, and it's one of the ones I'm more scared to face.
Like that had to be done by accident, right?
Yeah, I don't think he did this. I think
There's no way he did this
team.
on purpose. Like it's so fucking good.
This team is gonna be scary. Like every mon on this team has some like Zapdos, defensive or offensive. I'm really scared. Zapdos is phenomenal. I have the league with Volcanion. I have a Zapdos on that team too, and oh god, that thing's great. That the Zapdos is just great. Rhyperior, he has a decent rocker. He has
Armaldo gets
rockers.
rocks.
Drapion gets T-Spikes.
Yeah.
Empoleon gets rocks.
I was saying Empoleon gets rocks too.
Like I can't really find anything I don't like about this team. Let's see. He doesn't like he has no really just one thing that like strikes out to me like something I can really exploit.
Yeah, like the only thing is, hopefully late season, he doesn't fall into using the same sets pretty much every week.
Yeah, that could be the only. If he uses the same sets and you can
Mm-hmm.
tell he's do it would be bad. But this one has team. He has so much like variation he can bring every week.
That's what I'm saying. I hope he doesn't just bring Scarfictini with physically defensive Zapdos with normal Lopunny with specially defensive fucking Empoleon with some sort of variant of Silvally every week. Like I hope he, goes outside the box a little bit and does try to catch someone off guard every once in a while.
Yeah, hopefully Kyle will. I feel he has a really good team that supports Vittini, and I feel like if he plays well enough, he won't get oh god no. If he doesn't get if he doesn't Kyle, he'll have a pretty good easy win there.
Oh, he will Kyle the entire season.
Yeah. But yeah guys, that was our power rankings. I hope you guys liked it. If you got
I
any
would like to
questions,
say once again, these mean absolutely nothing. Just wanna
yeah. Except oh god no.
what?
Okay, but oh sorry, my brain's still but yeah, that'll be the video, guys. Hope y'all have a great night and fabulous tomorrow.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
Okay, I need to go.